Good evening, and I welcome you students for another important session on Is Matter Pure Around Us. We will be solving exercise questions and some quiz could be there. Sit comfortably on the chair for some exercises. And first exercise is Bhastrika. Bhastrika, I'm taking my glasses off. Inhale, exhale. We will do 10 times. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your feet should be touching the ground and put a pillow behind the back on the chair on which you are sitting. Spinal cord erect, body relaxed. Close your eyes and 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come back. Neck rotation. Right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. Down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clockwise rotation 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Anti-clockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Release any stiffness on any part of this. The muscles are there. We try to release them. There should be no tension, no stress at any part of the body before we begin our session. Then we are having shoulder rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then your hand, take it to the right hand, stretch it to the left side, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand, stretch it to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretching. These are my hands. Right hand straight, and with the left hand, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Left hand, and okay, straight, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release any stress, any tension on any part of the body. And you have my 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands open, close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet are touching the ground. Rotate your ankle clockwise 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 times anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you sit comfortably on the chair, relax, and we will do a counting breathing. Counting breathing means we will inhale from the nose, exhale from the nose, nostrils, 1 round. We will take 10 rounds, deep breathe in, deep breathe out. Sit comfortably, your 2 palms relaxing on your table or on your thighs, and you start. 1, 2, 3, start. Inhale, 1, exhale, 2. Again inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. 1 inhale and 1 exhale makes 1 count. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Like this, you will take 5 more rounds. Count in your mind. Come back. Normal breathing. Follow the breathing where it is going from the nostril inside the body. and experience it, feel it. Feel the inhaling and exhaling of the air. It is shallow, deeper, sometimes it is smooth, sometimes little difficult, sometimes it may be having something hot or cold, doesn't matter. Let it be. The thoughts are coming and passing, let it be. Slowly and slowly experience the sound vibrations coming from your home, from outside, the fan, the sound of the fan. Experience it. Keep breathing, students. Okay, slowly and slowly come back. Join your two hands. Rub the two hands to produce heat energy, healing energy. Gentle massage your eyes, your forehead, your face, your neck, and your entire face, chin, nose, ears, and come back. Prayer to the universe and the God with folded hands. We thank you, God. We thank you, universe, for the beautiful life we have and for all the things we have. We are praying and we are working to produce the best results in our life. And slowly you can open your eyes with smiles. Okay, come back. Feel the relaxation, feel the release of stiffness, tension from different parts of the bodies, negative energies out, and we should be able to focus and concentrate on the question answers which are coming before us. We will be solving the exercise questions of the chapter which we have finished, students. Do you have energy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are back, students. So what we have studied in the chapter of is matter pure around us. We started with what is matter, and we told you there are three states of matter which we experience in everyday life: solid, liquid, gas. Then you said there are pure substances and mixtures. Most of the substances are pure substances or mixtures which you are dealing in this everyday life.
Mixtures.
Mixtures. And what are the differences here? What can be the pure compound? Pure substances can be elements or compounds. What is the definition of the element which we gave you? It cannot be broken down to simpler substances. It's the simplest thing. You cannot break it further. Hydrogen element is there, oxygen is there, nitrogen is there, and in the periodic table they have listed 118 elements. It cannot be broken down to simpler substances. Then compounds are formed when elements combine in fixed proportion by mass. So we have water, we have CO2, we have so large number of infinite number of compounds are there now by the atoms are combining. And we have shown that they have fixed composition, can be broken down into elements by chemical or electrochemical methods. When chemical reactions takes place, then you find the compounds are broken. And further mixtures, we talked about that mixtures have no fixed composition, and mixture can contain more than one substance, one element, or one compound mixed in any proportion. Mixed in any proportion. And there are two types of mixture. Homogeneous mixtures are those which have uniform composition throughout, and we defined there is a solvent and a solute. Solvent is that which is present in larger amount. Solute is that which is present in smaller amounts. When we form a solution, and we expressed methods of concentrations of the solutions. What methods we used for concentrations? Tell me. The amount of solute per unit mass or per unit volume. Mass percentage and volume percentage we defined in order to express the concentration. Then we discussed heterogeneous mixtures, non-uniform compositions. Then we talked of colloids, were very important, and we discussed different types of the colloids. So some of the properties of the colloids were discussed. Can you tell me three important properties of the colloids, students? What are the three important properties of the colloids?
Yes, sir.
What are those?
Sir, colloid is a heterogeneous mixture.
Okay.
Sir, then size of particles are very small in colloid, so it is not easily visible to naked eyes.
Okay, it is in between the true solution and suspension. What is the size you try to find out, and what happens? What other properties you observe in the case of colloids?
Sir,
Tyndall effect.
yes, it shows Tyndall effect.
What is Tyndall effect, students?
Sir, the spreading of beam of light.
Scattering of light by these particles. The path of the light beam becomes visible when we have colloidal solution. Can you give examples of the colloids?
Yes, sir. Sir, fog, clouds, mist.
So, almost all the things, even you are at home, butter, your cream, I mean, whatever milk, all these are, we have shown you different types of colloids. We told of gels, we talk of emulsions, sols, aerosols, smoke, clouds, whatever you think, mist, frost. So they fall in the category of the colloids, ice creams. Further, you have seen that we have talked of the mixtures and we have talked of compounds, and we have discussed the differences between mixtures and compound. Can you give three differences between the mixtures and the compound, students?
Sir, mixture has variable composition.
Okay.
Compounds do not have variable composition.
Compounds does not show the property of the individual elements. You have seen there is a chemical combination which takes place and has definite proportion by mass, whereas in mixture you will get the properties of the components which are present in the mixture. Okay, we have given you a table to list the various differences. All right, so the begins the question answer sessions. Exercises are coming, student, on is matter around a sphere. Question number 1 is on the screen, student. You will get one minute for answering. Don't answer any question in a hurry. Think about it. Take your time, focus, and then answer. If we don't understand the question, we will never answer. If we will hurry up, there will be errors and mistakes. So think about it. First question: you have studied different separation techniques in this chapter, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So question is, which separation techniques will you apply for the separation of A, sodium chloride and its solution in water? What technique you will use, student, in A?
Evaporation.
Evaporation is the correct answer. How will you do the evaporation, students? Can you tell me how the evaporation will be done? What is the activity? What is the experiment which you do for evaporation, students? In a separate question, they have asked, explain the evaporation. How you did
Sir,
it?
Sir, we can collect the salt water in the beaker and heat it. Then, sir, the water will evaporate, leaving the sodium chloride.
Okay. So you have seen an activity in the book also where they have shown the evaporation. There is a China dish in which they are heating it so that dish doesn't break on at high temperature. The water evaporates and salt is left behind. All right, that is the correct answer. Next question: ammonium chloride from a mixture containing sodium chloride and ammonia. You have a mixture of sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. What is the method of separation, students?
Sir, sublimation.
What is sublimation, student? Can you define what is sublimation?
The process of change of solid into gas.
Which one will sublime in this case?
Ammonium chloride.
Ammonium chloride undergoes sublimation. It is converted into gas, and then you will condense it in a funnel which is placed on the top of this, and the result is that you will get ammonium chloride separated from sodium chloride. Complete explanation has been given in the NCERT book. You can read it, the experiment which can be done. That is the correct answer, student. Correct answer. Okay, next, small pieces of metal are present in the engine oil of a car. How will we separate the two, students?
Filtration.
What will happen? What is filtration, student? What we use in filtration? What is the apparatus?
Filter paper.
Filter paper. What it will do? When you will pour the liquid here, what will happen?
Pieces of metal will be left.
The pieces of metal will be left here, and the liquid will come down. There are different types of filters which are used depending on what type of liquids we are using. Basic thing is okay, filtration. All right. Next question is on the screen. Different pigments from an extract of flower petals. You are aware of flower petals?
Yes,
In the flower petals, there is a mixture of colors, or they are pigments. Pigments means they have different pigments, different colors. How can you separate them, student? Which technique you will use?
chromatography.
Chromatography. Students, what is chromatography? What is chromatography, students?
The process of separation of constituents from its mixture.
How will you, what is the principle of chromatography? You have seen the paper of the chromatography being used, chromatographic paper. You put a spot here. What happened? In this case, what happened, students? There was water. And when the water was rising, what happens? You get different colors. So, property of adsorption, it is dependent on adsorption. Those which are strongly adsorbed will travel less strongly adsorbed travel more as the water rises up. This is called the stationary phase, this is called the mobile phase. So you have experienced it, you have seen it, students. Okay, next question is that butter from curd. How will you get butter from curd, students?
Centrifugation.
How to extract butter from curd? That is called centrifugation. Okay, what is the principle of centrifugation, students?
So that denser particles will sink and the lighter particles will float when spun.
Okay, what happens? The densities of the two are different. Denser particles settle down and lighter particles float. Then the two can be separated. How you will separate oil from water?
Centrifugation.
Oil from water. They are two liquids. Centrifugation is a wrong answer. You have two liquids, one is oil, other is water. How will you separate them? Are oil and water miscible or immiscible?
Immiscible.
They are immiscible. Then what will I do? You have seen the use of separating funnel. What it happened in separating funnel? You will get two separate layers. The denser will come down and the lighter will float on that. So you have miscible and immiscible liquids. Here the liquids are immiscible, they are not miscible in one another. And that is why we use a separating funnel. Separating funnel. Okay. What will you do? You have tea leaves from tea.
Filtration.
Do you drink tea?
Yes, sir.
How you filter the tea? Filtration. That you have a वो छाननी है उसके साथ क्या करते हो ऊपर डालते हो तो फिल्टर हो जाता है. Filtrations. Okay. Next is coming iron pins from sand. What type of mixture is this? Iron pin and sand.
Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous mixtures are easiest to separate. What will you do?
By bringing magnets.
Magnetism. So you can apply magnetic separation. Magnet will attract the
Yes, sir.
iron pins and sand will remain behind. Wheat grains from husk. You have seen wheat grains from husk, how they are doing, what activity they are doing. उसे क्या बोलते हैं?
Sir, winnowing.
विनोइंग होती है और क्या होती है? सेडिमेंटेशन होती है. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? विनोइंग. विनोइंग. और सेकंड क्या होती है स्टूडेंट? सेडिमेंटेशन. Next I am saying fine mud particles suspended in water.
Filtration.
What will happen? Fine mud particles will settle down after some period of time. Then we have shown you drinking water case also. How the water coming to your home, what type of processes were used for getting drinking water from your home. Okay, so these are important questions. Such questions will be asked in the paper. Okay, question number 2, write the steps you would use for making tea. Use the words of solution, solvent, solute, dissolve, soluble, insoluble, filtrate and residue. ठीक है. How will you write the answer? What is the first step?
We
For
will
making
take water.
water.
And filtrate.
What is he says? Use solvent, solution, solute, dissolve, soluble, insoluble, filtrate and residue words. What is the appropriate word for water?
Solvent.
Water, solvent. Water is a solvent. What you do with the water? Boil. Then what you do next step?
Dissolve
Add.
sugar.
What you are adding? What you add? Sugar. What else? Tea
Tea
leaves,
leaves.
sugar, tea leaves. ठीक है. What are these then? Solutes. What else you add? Milk. That is also solute here. Then what you do? Boil. What will happen when you boil? They dissolve. Dissolves. ठीक है. Which boil the contents? Which will dissolve? Sugar is soluble. Soluble in water. But tea is not soluble. Tea leaves are not soluble in water. They will be left like that. What will dissolve? Sugar. Then what is the fourth step? Filter. What will happen in when you do filter? Insoluble. What is insoluble?
Tea leaves.
He has used the word insoluble. Tea leaves. They will be left on the. They will be left in the. In the residue. That is a type of residue. And what is filtrate?
Tea.
The filtrate is your tea. So whatever he has mentioned, we have tried to use those words. That was the main objective. He wanted to know you are aware of the simple definition, solute, solvent, and all this. ठीक है. Filtrate is the tea which we will drink. So when you can split up the steps and write these words: solution, solvent, solute, dissolve, soluble, and filtrate and residue. Next question is coming, student. Read it carefully. Pragya tested the solubility of three different substances at different temperatures and collected the data given below. The results are given in the following table as grams of substance dissolved in 100 grams of water to form saturated solution. You will note down what we are doing. Potassium nitrate. Temperature 283. Solubility. It is, what is solubility here? What is the solubility, students? What it means? The grams of the substance dissolved in 100 grams. So these are grams. 21 grams at 283 Kelvin, at 293 32, at 313 Kelvin 62, at 333 106. So the solubility is increasing with temperature. It is increasing with temperature. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is what it shows. So this is number one. This is then 2, 3, and 4. In all the cases, what we find, solubility increasing with temperature, solubility increasing with temperature. But do the substances have the same solubility at a given temperature?
No, sir.
No, they have different solubilities. Different solubilities. One second to be noted, different substances have different solubilities. Have different solubilities at different temperatures. At the same temperature, I can say. So why should I say different, right?
at the same temperature. So if I consider 283 Kelvin, the solubility 21, 36, 35, they are different solubilities at the same temperature. Question A. What mass of potassium nitrate would be needed to produce saturated solution of potassium nitrate in 50 grams of water at 313 Kelvin? This is the 313 Kelvin. What mass of potassium nitrate? Potassium nitrate. Okay, you have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. What is the answer coming, students? What mass of potassium nitrate? At 313 Kelvin, what is happening? What is the solubility? When a saturated solution is formed, 62 grams of potassium nitrate are dissolved. In how much water? 100 gram H2O contains how much? 62 gram of potassium nitrate. KNO3 is potassium nitrate. What you want? What mass of potassium nitrate would be needed to produce saturated solution of potassium in 50 grams of water? Then for 50 gram of water, what will be the value? 52 into 50 by 100. What is the answer coming?
31 grams.
Of KNO3. Answer is 31 gram. (31 gram of KNO3. Answer B, students. Pragya makes a saturated solution of potassium chloride. Where is potassium chloride? In water at 353 Kelvin. Where is 353 Kelvin? This one. And leaves the solution to cool at room temperature. What would she observe as the solution cools? Explain. You have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question.
Sir, she will observe crystals.
Crystals of potassium chloride will separate out on cooling because it is saturated solution. You cool it, what will happen? Slowly and slowly the crystals of KCl will start separating out. Find the solubility of each salt at 293 Kelvin. Which salt has the highest solubility at this temperature? 293 Kelvin, which is this temperature. What is the solubility of each salt, student?
The potassium nitrate, 32 grams.
32 gram. That is the solubility at 293. And sodium chloride, 36 gram. Potassium chloride, 35 gram. Ammonium chloride, 37 gram. So which has the highest solubility?
Ammonium chloride.
Ammonium chloride has the highest solubility. Highest solubility. Next question, what is the effect of change of temperature on the solubility of the salt?
The solubility increases.
We have already shown, as you can see, temperature increases, solubility increases. What is the result of this? As you go this side, temperature increases, solubility increases. Solubility increases with increase in temperature. As the temperature will increase, solubility will increase. Okay, note down. So you can see that we should think before we answer any question. Slowly and slowly we can answer all the questions. Question number 4 is on the screen. Explain the following giving examples. What is a saturated solution? What is a saturated solution, student? No more solute can be dissolved. No more solute can be dissolved. ठीक है? At
Yes.
a particular temperature. We have just seen a table in which we have shown the saturated solutions of different substances at a particular temperature. You can take any example of that. Any example of that. ठीक है? What is a pure substance?
The pure substance is a substance that consists of only one type of particle.
It has only one type of particles. Examples, you are saying elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. What is a colloid, student? It is a heterogeneous mixture. ठीक है? The size of dispersed particles. There is a dispersed particle and dispersion medium we have shown you. 1 to 100 nanometer. In between true solution and suspension. We told you about that. Definitions we should learn because they will ask you in the paper, you should be able to write. What is a suspension, student? What is a suspension? It is a heterogeneous mixture. The suspended particles do not dissolve and the size of the particles are larger than 100 nanometer. Okay? It is a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture and the size of dispersed particles is larger than
100 nanometer.
100 nanometer, and they will slowly and slowly settle down due to the force of gravity and visible to the naked eye. They are visible to the naked eye. Note down. Important, students, everything is important. The more you practice, the more you write, better you are. So whatever notes you are preparing, they should be kept till 4 years, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Questions could be there even you will go for exams, competitions, all these will count. So make sure don't lose your notes. At the same time, you are subscribing the YouTube channel and press the bell button. You will get a bell as soon as a video is uploaded, and you can watch them anytime after 1 year, 2 year, or whenever you are going. Have any doubts, you can watch these videos and learn whatever you have missed. It's important, very important. All questions will be solved one by one, and whatever before exams you don't have to study books, you can directly see the notes and watch the videos, and make sure that you keep connected with everything. Okay. Classify the following as homogeneous or heterogeneous students. Take your time. You have soda water. You have wood. You have air. You have soil. You have vinegar. You have filtered tea. Filtered tea, students.
The
First one,
soda water is homogeneous mixture.
homogeneous mixture. Why? Why do you say it is homogeneous mixture, students?
Sir, because sir, the particles of carbon dioxide and water are equally mixed.
Uniformly uniform composition throughout. Uniform composition throughout. All right. Wood,
Heterogeneous mixture.
it is heterogeneous because it is made up of certain complex compounds. Complex compounds. Air,
Homogeneous.
homogeneous. Soil,
Heterogeneous mixture.
soil has large number of components. Even there are microorganisms also present in the soil. Vinegar,
Heterogeneous.
how?
mixture.
What is vinegar? What is vinegar, student? What I told you about vinegar, tell me. What is a vinegar, student? It is acetic acid. So it is not heterogeneous. It has only one component that is dissolved in water or whatever we say, homogeneous. Filtered tea,
Homogeneous.
homogeneous. You filter the tea, put in 5 cups. Are they going to taste different? Answer is no. It's a homogeneous. It is homogeneous. Okay. Next question is coming on the screen, student. How will you confirm that color liquid is given to you is pure water? Pure water. You know, water is not pure usually. It has a lot of impurities. Water has got impurities present in it. And how will you test whether it is a pure water or not? By the techniques which you have learned, students. What are the techniques which you have learned, students?
Sir, when we will boil water, pure water will always boil at 100 degrees Celsius.
If you do the evaporation, what will happen? The whole of water will evaporate, no residue. Number one. Then you can test the boiling point of water. It is should be pure water should be 100 degree. Sometimes the impurities are less and there is not much difference in the boiling point. So evaporation can be done and seen whether any residue is left or not. Students left or not. Which of the following falls in the pure substances? Pure substances.
Sir, ice.
Ice is pure because it contains only water made up of H2O. Okay. What is milk, student?
Sir, milk is not pure.
It has more than one substance present in it. It is not pure. You know, there is a cream also in the milk. You can separate them. It has fats. It has enzymes. It has sugar also. Iron.
Sir, it is pure.
If I say it is an iron rod, there is nothing. Iron is pure. Hydrochloric acid.
Sir, hydrochloric acid is also pure.
It is a compound. Calcium oxide.
Sir, calcium oxide is also pure.
It is a compound. Mercury. Is an element. Pure. What is brick?
Sir, it is not pure.
Not pure. What is wood? Not pure. What is air? Air is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases. Not pure. Okay. So we can identify the substances which are falling in this category. Identify the solutions among the following mixtures. What are the solutions?
Sir, seawater.
Seawater is a solution. Next,
Sir, air.
Air is a solution. This is not a solution. Coal is not a solution. Soda water,
Sir, it is a solution.
solution. Okay. How will it, which of the following will show Tyndall effect?
Sir, milk.
Milk will show Tyndall effect. And it is a solution, true solution, no. These are colloids. Okay, milk and no,
Starch solution.
starch solution. These are colloids. Both of them will show Tyndall effect. Will show Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Scattering of light. Important question. Classify the following into elements, compounds, and mixture, student. 10th part of this. What is sodium?
Element.
Sodium is an element. Soil,
Mixture.
mixture. Sugar solution,
Mixture.
mixture. Silver, calcium carbonate, compound. CaCO3. Okay. Tin, element. Silicon,
Element.
element. Coal,
Mixture.
mixture. Complex mixture. Air, mixture. Soap, mixture. Methane, compound. Carbon dioxide, compound. What about blood?
Mixture.
Blood is a mixture. All right. So we are aware of all these things, students. Which of the following are chemical changes? Which of the
Growth of
following?
a plant.
Growth of a plant, chemical change.
Rusting of iron.
Chemical change.
Cooking of food.
Cooking of food, chemical change. Digestion of food, chemical change. Freezing of water, and what about the burning of candle also. So chemical change. Chemical change. Chemical change. This ends up the exercise for the chapter, and next time there will be a quiz competition, quiz exam, and we will meet you in the next class. Okay, bye bye. We'll see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.